Hi, it's Dr. Kayalo. So, first, I want to talk about the distinction between approaches and methods, right? These terms are used interchangeably. But I think it's important to do a quick overview. So, approach has to do with our philosophy, in this case, our philosophy as educators and as researchers, and how we are approaching the study or the project. In method, it has more to do with the steps that are involved, the design of that research project. So, for example, qualitative method or qualitative approach may be the same, but it refers to slightly different things. So, qualitative the approach, we are approaching the study from a qualitative point of view, um, and our because our worldview and our philosophies are aligned with that approach. Same thing with quantitative methods. Now, the quantitative approach. Qualitative quant- has the approach has a certain method, and quantitative approach has a certain method. And then there's mixed studies. Another way that I like to explain it is also using action research. Action research is an approach to to a research project because we are taking action or we are doing something, working while we research. So it's research in action. So, for example, as a researcher, my approach is action research, right? My approach of preference, and we can get really fancy with these. You don't have to get really fancy, but just so that you have an idea. So my approach is action research, and I added a participatory element, a systemic participatory element, because I see myself as part of the group. I am a teacher researcher. The students are students collaborators. So I'm not just observing the students, I am working with them in designing curriculum, a lesson, a product that will benefit their learning. So yes, I am studying their behavior because then I also use what mixed method, right? I'm studying their reaction. I'm experimenting, but I'm also part of it because I'm listening to their opinions and taking them into considerations um, during my project. Okay, so the reason why I'm sharing this is so that if if this is something that you want to do more of, if you want to go into a doctorate, and it's important, or I recommend that you take some time to think of your philosophy as an educator, your philosophy as a researcher, because chances are that the approach that you take is the approach that you will continue using because it has to do, whether you realize it or not, with your views as a person and as an educator. So I hope this was helpful, and it was my quick overview on research approach versus research method. Bye.